My life is better than I could have ever possibly dreamt of. And the funny thing is, like I'm now traveling in Colombia, as you can see, it's actually beautiful weather today. Before this, I was in Barcelona in Europe, and before that I was in Bali. So 3 big travels in like 4 months, 3 months. And the funny thing is that this was my dream. This was always the thing that I wanted to do. Going far away from home to a sunny country, because it's January right now and I'm walking outside, 23 degrees, sun on my face, getting a tan in my shorts. I don't know if you can actually see. Yeah, shorts and my t-shirt. And then after I record those videos because I make some content, and then after I make the content, I go to the cafe to do some work. And that is my dream life that I always wanted. The thing is, I never ever thought that it would happen this way. I mean, I hoped that it would happen this way, but how it actually happened, I would have never expected that. And the funny thing is that where it all started, like where the whole motion started, that this started to happen, was because of this video, but not on my channel. So the guy that I now work for and I'm best friends with, Josh, he made a video on his Raw channel saying this exact thing. He made this video with this title, and he was traveling in Colombia, funny enough. I'm also here because he recommended it. And in that video he was saying how cool his life was, and he was super optimistic and positive and just genuine. He was very, very genuine. And that kind of catches my attention, because it's very weird for me. I'm from the Netherlands and people are usually negative, pessimistic, like mean, and just low on energy. And I found this guy on the YouTube homepage with this title and a similar thumbnail with like a cool Colombian villa in his back. And I watched that video, I was like, oh, this guy is so high in energy, that's so cool. And he was explaining how he was helping entrepreneurs on YouTube with their organic long form content, and how he was growing them, and that was how he was making his money. And that was so unique and so cool. I never heard of that. And that's how I started to get in contact with him. So I started to comment on his videos, because I saw it was quite a small channel, not really, maybe like 100 views per video ish. And he really didn't have any comments most of the videos. So I was like, okay, I have to get in contact with this guy. So how am I gonna do that? I just started to comment on all his videos. He made daily videos, and I started to like the mission that he was on more and more. It seemed very exciting to me. So I was commenting, and at the time I had 0 skills. So I could have never been hired by him and kind of help him with his business. But I started to kind of learn YouTube on the side. I started to post videos myself, like, okay, like the best thing I can do is just try, because I don't know what I'm doing, but at least get some iterations, like get better. And well, fast forward 3 months, I was commenting every single video. I was watching the videos daily before I went to my part-time job, because Colombia is like 6 or 7 hours behind Europe. So in his nighttime, he uploaded the video, and it was my morning time. And before I went to my part-time job, I watched his videos. And eventually, he was saying in his videos that he kind of needed someone for YouTube, or at least he wanted to start to train someone on the YouTube skill. So I was like, fuck yeah, this is my opportunity. Even though I suck right now, let me just still try. So in the comments, I obviously was already familiar after commenting on his videos for like 4 or 5 months. And I asked him, like, what's your Instagram? Let me reach out, because, you know, then I could maybe help you. And I did. But the thing is, all of this is like super slow. Like right now in this video is like 4-minute video, whatever. I say it in like one motion, but this whole thing took like 8 months or something. So commenting started in April-ish, April, May, and I got in contact with him in like November, September. And so that took quite some time, because he's super busy and I didn't really have the skill yet. But I think in August or September, he called me, like I had his WhatsApp, and he called, no he didn't, I had his Instagram, and he gave me his WhatsApp, So I tried to reach out, he didn't reply. And then in February, he called me and he offered me a job. But before that, so that was in February, so that's almost 12 months after I got in contact with him. But I think since November, we already were in a group chat, me and Moises, that was also being trained. I didn't know him at the time, and now we're best friends, which is funny. We lived together over the summer of 2025. You can go back on this channel and you see that I was living with them, which is crazy actually. If I'm telling this story right now and like this actually all happened, which is super fun. And then in November or something, September, November, he added us to a group chat and he told us, like, I just want to train you guys, me and Moises, and then PJ was also in there, who was already working with Josh. He just was going to send us like some video ideas, maybe ask us for some help with thumbnails or titles, and kind of slowly train us that way, sending us voice memos on like why he made a thumbnail a certain way. And then eventually, I was on the side, I was still trying, right? I was posting my own videos. I got my own 2 clients already, like my consulting clients, which one of them is also my best friend now, Harvey. I'm gonna live with him next week. I also lived with him in Bali last year. And another guy was just a Dutch e-com guy that I was helping on the side that found me via Instagram. So I was getting better. I had my 2 first clients. And then in February, Josh told me like, hey, do you want to work for me as well? And then eventually, slowly, and now it's January of next year, I work full-time for them and I'm the CCO of the business and I lead the whole team of creatives. We have 3 or 4 creatives now. One of them is short form, that's Harvey, and the other 3 are long form. And I'm the manager, I'm the head creative. So that's why I made this video, because my younger self clicked on it. He saw a guy traveling in the sun, having a super cool job, being optimistic, positive, and radiating that kind of energy. And so why not do it myself? Because I am very similar now. You become like you're the sum of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. So if you spend your time with a bunch of optimistic, positive people, then you also become very positive and optimistic. And Josh really radiates that energy. So now that's kind of my personality as well. I also just want to be that way, you know? That's like, it is benefiting you in a lot of ways. So yeah, I can recommend that to anyone, to be honest. So yeah, if you're also talented and you're like, hey, I want to be in the sun in January, that seems kind of cool, then I can recommend. It's super fun. I personally really hate bad weather, so that's why I want to escape the Dutch winter, and I did a lot I think in March. Yeah, so he offered me the job in February of 2025, and in March I immediately booked my ticket. Actually, like the 3rd of March, like the second that money hit my account, I booked the ticket to Bali in March of last year. You can also see that on this channel. I could just go back. You see all of that on this channel. And I was in the sun. And then after Bali, I went to Medellin. After Medellin, I went to the Netherlands. Then I went back to Bali, and now I'm back to Medellin. Like I went to the same 2 places in 2 years, or in 1 year. So anyway, I'm kind of yapping at this point. If you think this story is crazy, I don't believe you, just go on this channel, scroll back for like 4 months, 6 months, and you see all of this in real time happening. If this is motivating to you and you're like, hey, I'm in a part-time job right now, I always knew that I was ambitious, but I never knew how to get out of this 9-to-5 career. Just learn some sort of social media skill. Help people to gain views on social media. Usually organic works the best, but paid ads, if you get good at paid ads, it's also beneficial for a lot of people. And then you will always have work. If you're good at social media and you spend a lot of time getting good at learning the algorithm and understanding human psychology, then you will always have work, and you can do that remote. So I can really recommend. Oh, I'm actually getting burned already, getting a nice tan in January, which was the point of this video, that I chose to go here and travel. That was my big dream, and I'm still living the dream. I'm still super grateful for this every single day. So if this is motivating to you, I can recommend to do something similar and maybe eventually work for us as well. That would be full circle if someone comes from this video and ends up working for us. If you are already good at YouTube, or short form on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, organically, then feel free to reach out to my Instagram. It's in the description. And yeah, watch any of the other videos on my channel. See you there. Goodbye.